What is going on, guys? You guys been waiting for this little night combo for a long time, so finally it is here. Today I'm going to show you why Little Knight is just busted, man. But it's busted in almost every deck, alright? Because every deck that usually like gets hand trapped a lot, they can just end up on a Little Knight, which is just unfair, man, honestly. Because playing through Little Knight sometimes with like a one card combo is tough, right? Okay. Alright, I have a couple of different versions and ways to play with Little Knight. It always depends on what your hand look like. Okay, you can never go the same route, like every time. It really depends on what your hand looks like. But today I'm going to show you the boards that you can build with only Simoon. But like I said, you never do the same combo line that I'm showing you. Okay, it's always depending on your hand, depending on whatever. What I would suggest is to summon Little Knight as quick as possible on the field, because if you get Nibiru, you can always save your monsters with Little Knight, so that's really important. Okay, all right. First of all, let's say we are expecting something like evenly match. Okay, how do you play against evenly match? Little Knight is going to save your asses, man. All right, so we're gonna start here with Simoon. Get Whirlwind out, obviously, and then we're going to search here for Zudri. Normal summon Zudri, chain 1, chain 2. Add Vata and add Shamal. And then we're going to activate Shamal's effect to get the Black Feather Whirlwind. And now, usually, okay, so from here on, we have a lot of different ways to play. Okay, we do not want to lock ourselves into synchros, which is why we're not going to use Zudri's effect. But that's not a problem. We don't really need to activate Zudri's effect. Only sometimes if we get hand trapped in a certain way, then I would suggest to activate Zudri's second effect in emergency, but we don't really need it. Now we're going to activate Vata's effect, send Zephyros and Chinook to the graveyard, and then we can trigger the Black Feather Whirlwind to special summon Vata. Next up, we're going to use Vata and Zudri to go here into Boreal Stone. By the way, I don't know if you guys can see it, but right now I'm going a completely new way into nothing. So check this out, because this one should not lose to simple hand traps. Okay, now activates Vata's Boreal Storm's effect, and then change Shamal's effect in the graveyard so that you can chain lock the Boreal Storm. And then you can add Zudri to your hand and send Vata to the graveyard. But if let's say they kinda interrupt Shamal and you do not get Zudri to your hand, in that case I would send Shanga to the graveyard. But if all of this resolves, then I would send Vata to the graveyard with Boreal Storm, because you're gonna need Shanga on your hand with the additional normal summon. Now we can activate Zephyros' effect to bounce back the Black Feather Whirlwind. Then use Zephyros and Boreal Storm to go into nothing. It's really important to summon nothing here on the left side and not to your link zones, because you're gonna keep them at the end. Now we're gonna get our additional normal summon, which is really cool. And here, whatever, depending on if you're playing the Twin Shadow or not, you can add here the Twin Shadow and Shanga. Set the Twin Shadow, special summon Shanga, and use Shanga and Blackwing to go into your Dispater. Now you can use Dispater's effect to special summon Shamal. You really want to special summon Shamal because you want to have him in the graveyard. Okay. Next up, we're gonna use Shamal and Simoon to go here into our Little Knight. And now with Little Knight, now if we get Nibiru right now, we all good. We all good. Just want to say. But I'm also going to show you how to play around Nibiru. Yeah. Next up, we're gonna activate our Black Feather Whirlwind and then banish Boreal Storm Blackwing to get the Blackwing Soul Dragon out. Now you can chain Black Feather Whirlwind to get Boreal Storm, use Boreal Storm and Zudri to go here into Blackwing Soul Dragon. And now this is our endport. Okay, what does this mean? Why is nothing out here? Simply because in this one card combo we cannot summon another full armor monster. If for some reason, like we have a different kind of hand where we have more extenders, then I would try to always get out full armor master or like a third assault dragon, whatever. But this is enough, because with nothing on the field we can act like Shanga is live. Okay, with nothing. We could also have, instead of nothing Burrito Storm on the field, but we do not want to have Burrito Storm because if we get evenly matched, we do not want to banish face down our Burrito Storm. Okay, so try to have nothing on the field instead of Burrito Storm. That's really important. Okay, keep that in mind. You never want to have a single Burrito Storm on the field because evenly match is a pain in the ass. Alright, so right now, what do we have right now? We have Little Knight. We have Dispater, so that's 2 interruptions. Then we have Shanga, that's 3. We have Chinook, which we are going to get with Twin Shadow, and then change Shamal to get Chinook to our hand, which is then 4, right? And then we have potentially double Assault Dragon to clear the board, which is another like 5 and 6 interruption basically. And we have Twin Shadow, which can be either full Armor Master or Sylvan. If it's Sylvan, then cool, then we have 7 interruptions. 7 interruptions. Okay. And now let's say we do get evenly matched. You're gonna chain Little Knight, banish Dispater and your Little Knight. And then you can banish the rest on your field instead of the Twin Shadow. So banish all of that and keep the Twin Shadow. Why? Because now, if your opponent summons like some monsters, you can summon either full Armor Master or Sylvant. And then with Sylvant, you can change Jamal to get Chinook. So right now, you still have almost 4 interruptions. Okay, basically 3 because Sylvant is only like once you get some, you can destroy 2, but basically you can, like, it's basically 4, but it's actually 3. And the cool thing is then, once you activate Chinook's effect, you want to send the Blackwing Dragon from your X deck to the graveyard, so that next turn you can special summon another Blackwing Assault Dragon. Okay, and so you already gonna have at least a little bit of grind game, but don't forget, thanks to Little Knight, in the end phase you're gonna get these 2 back, which is like insane, man. This is insane. Okay, so this is one way. Alright, now let's move on to Nibiru. Alright, so this is a new way how to play around Nibiru with this hand. So basically, if we get Nibiru in the worst case situation, we still gonna have 2 interruptions. Okay, what does that mean? So I'm gonna search here for Zudri with Black Whirlwind. Normal summon Zudri, chain 1, chain 2. Get Vata and get Shamal. Get Black Feather Whirlwinds, special summon your brother Vata. And then you can use these 2 to go into Little Knight, which is really nice. And now, you cannot get nipped right now, but Little Knight is going to be game deciding sometimes. If you have like this really bad hand where you only play with 1 Simoon against 1 Nibiru. Now activate Vata, summon Blackwing Dragon. And then Shamal, chain 1, chain 2, because this way is probably the newest best way to play around Nibiru, because you never know exactly when your opponent is going to Nibiru you. If they decide to do it at the end of the main phase, then that's the best way, the best time to Nibiru you, like for yourself, because then you're gonna save a lot of things. But yeah, let's say if they decide to Nibiru you right now here on Resolution, you're gonna chain Little Knight and banish him and the Blackwing Dragon. And what that means is that on your opponent's turn, you're gonna have Little Knight as 1 interruption and Chinook as a 2nd interruption, which is cool, isn't it? I think it is. And then you're gonna have all of that grind game for next turn, which is also really insane, because then you can have Blackwing Dragon and these and that, and yeah. All right, but if we don't get nipped right now, how do we finish off? Simply this way. We can activate Zephyr's effect. And then go here into Burrito Storm, send Shanga, go here into Dispater. By the way, I would suggest to summon all those monsters in defense and not in attack position. Special summon Zudri with the Black Feather Whirlwind. And now with Dispater, we can special summon Burrito Storm and go here into full Armor Master. And now, if they nip us, we good. We chain Little Knight, chain banish these 2. And the only thing that we are losing right now is Blackwing soldiering. And now end phase, we're gonna get Little Knight back, this Peter back, so we still have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 interruptions. Isn't that cool? I think that's really awesome. Alright, so keep all of this in mind, guys. That's how you play it. But like I said, at the end of the day, there's so many ways to use Little Knight also against D-Barrier and all of this and that. So yeah, Little Knight is insane. That's all I want to say. Okay, it's insane. We need it in the stack, and it actually helped me to win the last round at my last regional, because I got really bad Evil Lead and Little Knight carried because it saved my Dissipator, and you don't want to lose a Dissipator. Never. Dissipator is too broken to lose it. And once we are in main phase 2 and we have full armor master left, that's all we need. Full armor master main phase 2 with Shanga and Chinook. Come on, man. I don't know a lot of decks that can play around that. Alright, that's it from me, guys. I love y'all. Please take care and peace.